Yo, what the heck? There's just a piece of netherite sitting out in the open? Why is this out here? What was that? Have you ever wondered what the fastest way to get netherite is? Well, do I have the video for you. Today we're going to be going over the 5 best ways you can locate netherite in your world. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe or else you might end up with a spider in your bed tonight. Now let's go find some netherite. For almost all of these methods you're going to want to be at Y level 11. Alright, now what you want to do is hold F3 and G and then dig in a line until you find this little yellow line right here. This yellow line right here is the chunk border. Now the way netherite works is that it likes to spawn near the edge of the chunk. So if you're on Y level 11 and you just mine right here on this line, then pretty soon you'll be able to find some netherite.
6.5 hours later.
And just like that, you find yourself a little bit of netherite. Now there's a reason this method is my least favorite on the list, and it's because I had to mine so much to find one piece of netherite. I mean, look at that. I'm already down to 542 durability. Mine 1500 blocks just to find this. That's why I'm going to show you way better methods than this. Now for this next method, we're actually going to be combining it with the chunk border method, and it's going to be the bed method. The reason this is the next best method is because it's very cheap to get, and it explodes a massive area for you to look for netherite in. So if we just go 5 blocks in this direction and place a bed right there, and we also have to place a block in front of it so that way it negates the damage we get from the explosion, and we just right click the bed and it opens up this massive area around here. What I like to do with this method, after an explosion, I like to bridge across, that way it makes for a nice and easy return to base if you don't fall in the fire. And just in case you missed it the first time, what we do is we dig 5 blocks into here, grab a bed, place it down, place another block in front of you, and then boom. Now these little lava spouts that form whenever you break open everything can be a little frustrating, but all you have to do is cover them up like that, and then they reveal the whole entire area. And just like that, there's ancient debris right over there in that corner, which is way faster than we found it in the previous method. As good as this method is, there is a lot of risk to it, so it's not really the best one you can use. And if you get a little too overzealous and forget to place a block, then that can happen to you. Now for this next method, what you're going to want to do is be along the chunk border again at Y level 11 and just dig in a massive straight line. Once you're about 100 blocks out, you're going to want to grab your TNT and flint and steel and just place it along like this. Be sure to leave a 2-block gap in between each TNT so that way it activates the other one as soon as it explodes. And once you've gotten to the end of your hallway, be sure to make a little blast room all the way back here so that way you don't get damaged or anything. After you made your little blast room over here, I think you know where this is going. The reason TNT is a lot better than wool beds is that it makes a massive explosion the same size as the bed, but it doesn't leave around all the fire and stuff. So if we just light this right here, then it should light off that whole line down through there. And if it doesn't, then you just have to go through and then light it yourself every now and then. And you got to be quick before all the lava falls down. If you want to make this faster, then you can do a 1-block gap in between each TNT. I just don't like to use that much TNT. And look at that, we've already gotten our first piece of ancient debris from this method. I'm not even going to bother blowing up the rest of that. This method is a lot safer than the bed method as well because you can light it and then run away, whereas the bed method you could just easily explode yourself by accident. But don't get me wrong, now this could still be a very dangerous method. Our next method is pretty simple, and all you have to do is find a bastion. Now it doesn't really matter what kind of bastion as long as it has a chest in it, because I'm pretty sure most chests in a bastion can spawn with netherite. Just like this one right here, there's a small chance they spawn with an ingot, but most of the time they'll spawn with just a scrap. Now this is easily the least efficient way to get netherite, but since you're in a bastion you can also get gold with it, so you don't have to go on a separate adventure for that. But now bastions can be dangerous with all the lava lurking around and all the other things lurking around. I'm gonna burn to death. Okay, well that's this method done. Unless I can get out of here, maybe. I don't think I can. Yeah, this method's done. For this next method, you're going to be able to see underneath this whole entire lava lake. All you have to do is get close to the middle right here. I like to do it on one of these basalt platforms. Mine a few blocks right here. And then if you just bridge out 1 block right here, grab your fire resistance that you had from your bastion that you looted, Then go underneath here, place a block right here, destroy that block so that way the lava is flowing under there, and then go to your FOV settings and set it all the way down to 30. Once you're there and you just hold spacebar underneath this block and swim to the top, you can see all underneath this lava and that there is some netherite right there. And because it's ancient debris, all you have to do is sink all the way down to the bottom and then go over here and just mine it, and it won't burn in the lava. Now, while this isn't technically x-raying, it does take the fun out of mining for it, so I feel like it's cheating and I wouldn't use it, but you can, I guess, if you want that dirty feeling on your conscience that you x-rayed in Minecraft. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Remember, if you subscribe, then a spider won't be in your bed tonight. See ya.